Hello everybody, it's the Michael Finkley Show. I'm Michael Finkley. Thank you so much for tuning in to today's show. It's Monday, we're here, we're loving it, right? Let's start off to a brand new week, new beginnings, new things to expect. Always have an expectation for everything and anything in life, in spite of what's happening in your life and in spite of what's happening around you. If you're not subscribed to our channel, please subscribe to the Finkley Experience channel on YouTube, and you will receive notifications of the Michael Finkley Show when we upload new videos every single week. I'm excited because I'm wearing the brand new shirt of the Michael Finkley Show / the Finkley Experience. So I'm excited about this. Okay, so on the front it has the Finkley Experience. The light's gonna go a little dim, okay, so excuse me. This is gonna say the Finkley Experience, okay, an educational consulting firm, and then also to the website, and then also right there are different social media outlets as well. Okay, we're back to normal. See, look at that. And then on the back, this is the Michael Finkley Show on YouTube on Mondays, and our social media sites when it comes to Facebook and Instagram. All right. So again, if you're not subscribed, please subscribe to our YouTube channel, and then also please go and like our page on Facebook and on Instagram as well. We do some awesome posts. We show promos for the show. Which we've got some awesome feedback on, so thank you so much. And just information that you need to know, different polls that you can take a part of, and also too in the future we're going to be giving away a lot of things too, some of those cool shirts that you just seen. So just be on the lookout and just follow us. I'm excited about this month because not only June being my birthday, yay, but also we are celebrating our own way College Readiness Month. I'm excited about it because I tell you why. Before the Michael Finkley Show was the Finkley Experience, and you may seen on previous shows commercials about the Finkley Experience. What we do, what we're about. We are an educational consulting firm that specializes in first generation education. So we prepare students for the college and parents for the college process. We train school administrators on the state of first generation students and give them tips and pointers on how to actually cater to their needs. And then we also too partner with colleges and universities to assist them with their first generation population in order for those students to have an easy transition from high school to college. Why is this so important to me? Well, growing up in a single parent home, my mom always told my sisters and I to aim for a career instead of a job. I didn't know what that meant until I actually got to college. And then a light bulb started to go off, but even more so now in my 30s, I'm seeing it with a brighter bulb. And so when I was going through the process of college, I didn't know anything. My mom, she gave me her information, her tax information, and ride to school. Thank God I had, but very supportive in everything that me, my sisters, and I did. But she was just not familiar with the process. No fault of hers. But I missed out on so many different things like scholarship money, right? I went with the first school that accepted me. I didn't know that I had options. But I do not regret the school I went to because it made me the person I am today. And so as I began to work in this field professionally, I saw there was a need to educate first generation students. And so this is where the Finkley Experience came about. And then also too the book that I created back on last year. The book highlights all of the things that I experienced in the various institutions in which I was employed. HBCUs, private schools, public schools, two-year institutions, for-profit institutions. Even I had the opportunity to work at a high school in the guidance office, which a lot of the schools call them now student services within high schools now. And so within all that experience over the past almost decade, I put all that information to a book. Like, there are a lot of things that even, I guess, people that have been in profession for a long time, or college readiness profession for a long time, they kind of omit, because I feel they either worked in a college side and they'll just tell you all the stuff they don't on the college side, or they will tell you things from a high school side because they've only worked from the high school side. I was able to do both and give that information right into a book, and also an awesome workbook as well. And I tell you, since this has been out, a lot of people have been blessed by it and encouraged by it and inspired by it. So those are the ones that have already supported me in purchasing the books. Thank you so much. If you still like to purchase this book to assist with your students or even yourself, please visit my website at thefinkleyexperience.com to order your book and workbook, and we can get that to you right away. Okay, so this is why I am so stoked about this monthly series of College Readiness. We have experts that have been in the field for so long. They can give so much advice to you that will assist you along the way if you choose to go the college route. Again, I've learned within this profession that college is not for everybody. Okay, and that's okay. Okay, and then some people are said to themselves, I'm going to go work. That's fine. But then they find themselves going back to school. That's fine. Okay, whatever your heart so desires, we will assist you in that endeavor. Okay, so again, I'm excited about this month. We have persons from different organizations. We have persons that work in institutions now that will assist you. They will tell you what's going on with their institution. You may even apply to them as well. And then also too, how COVID-19 is affecting them. We will have persons that specialize also in first generation, as myself, and just as a whole, and just persons telling their stories through their professional eyes and also through their personal eyes as well. We're excited to have these persons, so please be on the lookout for promos. Be on the lookout just on our social media platforms as into who is actually going to be on. I am, again, so excited because college readiness is my passion and I just love it. More to come. We'll be right back.
Next, we talk with Marlo Prioleau about his educational institute. Don't go away. On the next Michael Finkley, we have Bethany Perkins and Tim Whittam as they talk about college admissions at their respective universities and the effects of COVID-19 on the next Michael Finkley.
Hello everybody, welcome back. So we're going to get right into it. As we said before, we are starting our brand new series of college readiness. Again, a total passion of mine, and I have a slew of persons for this month that the passion is within them as well. So we're going to first start off with Marlo Prioleau. Marlo Prioleau, he is the author of this awesome book, I Ain't Going to College. Okay, this book will prepare you mentally for college. He tells his stories of high school, while he was in college, and after college as well. I'm telling you, this is a book that you need in your repertoire. Okay, and he has some awesome things happening as well. So we're just going to take it away with our interview. Thank you, Marlo, for being on our show.
All right, talking with Mr. Marlo Prioleau. He is the founder and CEO of Prioleau Educational Institution, excuse me. And so, Marlo, thank you so much for being on today.
Yes, I'm so happy to be here. Thank you so much for having me, man. I've been looking forward to it.
Oh, we're excited. So let's just get right into it, Marlo. College readiness, how did it find you and how did you find it?
You know, college readiness is just an interesting topic. In particular, when I start thinking about myself and how I came to be in this business. I was a person that was not interested in college at all.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't see the value in it. I did not see the importance of it. No matter how many times my father said college was important, no matter how many times my grandparents, my mother, everyone said it was important, but I just didn't get it. The light bulb just wasn't going off. I had a lot of insecurities, and just based on my surroundings and where I live and the people that I was coming in, the people that I interacted with on a regular basis, I just didn't see it. I couldn't understand it. But as I got closer and closer to 12th grade, I started thinking more and more about my future. And, long story short, I obviously ended up going to college. And, once I got there, everything opened up. I saw the world just as a totally different place. So once I got into my profession and started working, I wanted to make sure that I was reaching back into the community, talking to kids, like myself, who had those same ideas and views and insecurities about school. I wanted to make sure that those children had a voice. And that's how I got into College Readiness.
That's awesome. That's very awesome. And so you mentioned some of those things, such as your professional experience. Talk a little bit about that more in depth.
Yeah, absolutely. Man, I had a great college run at South Carolina State University. And, through matriculating in my undergrad, my degree was in marketing. So the first job that I actually took out of undergrad was for a grocery company called Super Value. So I had really worked hard and prepared myself coming out of undergrad. And I take my first job out of South Carolina and I move all the way to Minneapolis, Minnesota.
Whoa.
So for a guy coming from South Carolina, definite, not a huge culture shock, but, it was definitely different. But I was able to go there and be a buyer, which was right along my major. I was able to work the ranks through corporate, move to some other different corporate organizations, worked at Food Lion corporate for a stint. And then I just decided to make a switch and jump into education. And, once I jumped into education and I started working with adult learners on online platforms, then that's when things really started to change and open up for me.
Awesome. And so within those changes, you brought that change to what we see today as the Prioleau Educational Institute. Talk about that.
Yeah, it's a long time coming, but something that I knew was needed in the community. And the goal of the Prioleau Educational Institute really is to work with schools of all backgrounds, all demographics, but really we focus in on the Title I schools. We want to be the voice for the student that's unheard. We pride ourselves on sifting through the cracks and finding that talent that has the skill and the ability to do well, but is just a little bit unsure of what they should be doing and what direction they should be going in. So our goal is to motivate those students, to educate those students, and help get them on a path so that once they graduate from high school, they know exactly what direction they're going to go in.
Yep. Awesome. And I follow you on social media. You're doing some awesome things. Like, what are some things have you done within the community of your hometown?
Yeah, I appreciate it. Thank you. We've done a lot of work. I'm from Sumter, South Carolina. And, previously we've held banquets in the community just to try to uplift some of the students there and put a spotlight on and recognize students who maybe have gone unnoticed at their schools, but deserve to be recognized in the community. We've done fundraisers, we've given out scholarships. I've done a lot of work across both North and South Carolina in terms of taking students on college tours, putting students through community workshops as well as college readiness workshops. We've done a lot of things online as well. So just working across the Southeast, working with different youth groups, organizations, church groups, communities in schools, we've done a lot of work with them as well. So I believe that what we're doing is definitely paying off. And, when we get students who send us messages and say, thank you for opening my eyes and, really helping me get on the right track.
I love it.
Me plan out my life and helping me have a good idea or a better idea of what I want to do after graduation, whether it's 2 years, 4 years, it doesn't matter what type of institution it is. It's all about having a plan for your life after high school. And that's what we try to focus on.
That's it. Yeah, definitely. And so what are some things that you're working on now? I see some projects happening on your social media, Marlo. So what kind of things are happening for you right now?
We're busy, and we certainly appreciate all the support that we've gotten in the community. But we basically have two products here at the institution. Prioleau Educational Services is our parent company, and the Prioleau Educational Institute is our online school. And that's right, you heard it here first. We've actually launched an online university, and that university has one course as of right now.
Mm-hmm.
That course is how to prepare for life after high school, which is loosely based on the book that I wrote, which is titled I Ain't Going to College. So again, we have two products. Both of those products are geared towards middle school and high school age youth. And they're motivational, educational, and inspirational stories that just dig deep. It just tells a story about a young man, fighting through the streets of Sumter, just trying to find his way, trying to make a decision on what am I going to do when I graduate? Am I going to college? Am I going to work? What is my life going to look like? What types of things am I going to get involved in? So I take the wrong path? Do I take the right path?
Mm-hmm.
So those products, really lay out that story, and it gives the student an idea to get inside that world, not make the types of mistakes that this young man made, and maybe just get a little glimpse and shimmer of hope so that when they leave, either after reading the book or after taking the online course, they can say, wow, if that guy did it, then I know I certainly can do it.
Exactly. And so, Marlo, how can they find you on social media?
Yeah, you can definitely follow me on Instagram at Speaker Author Marlo. You can find me on Facebook at Marlo Prioleau. You can find me on Twitter, also at Speaker Author Marlo. And then my website is also speakerauthormarlo.com.
Awesome. And again, you heard it here first. Marlo has his own institute, university course right at his fingertips. You can go there, visit his different sites on social media, get in contact with him to purchase it. Also, buy his book. It is an awesome book. It talks about his life, no other stories but his, through that high school all the way down to college. Love it. Thank you so much, Marlo, for being on today.
Hey, thank you for having me. Continue to do the work that you're doing. You're doing an awesome job.
Thank you.
Keep finding the stories. Keep uplifting the people. And that's what we need in particular, especially in the social climate that we're in right now. So thank you for having me.
Thank you, Marlo.
I'm just not college material. I am tired of school. I'm just not sure what I want to do after graduation. Sound familiar? Welcome to the Prioleau Educational Institute. Our focus is to help young people prepare for life after high school. It's never too early to start planting the seed for education, career, and life overall. The Prioleau Educational Institute is made up of the following two products. The first product is the book titled I Ain't Going to College, A Guide for Life After High School. This is the first book of a series that introduces middle and high school students to a young man struggling to find his way and make the decision about whether attending college is the right choice for him or not. The book has questions inside, and a supplemental curriculum can also be purchased. The newest product from the Prioleau Educational Institute is our online course titled Preparing for Life After High School. In this course, students will learn about decision-making, self-confidence, accountability, self-awareness, and many other topics that speak to social-emotional learning. Young people will read a story about a young man who never gave up no matter what the circumstances were. The course is interactive and has questions, quizzes, and video. Do not wait until your child or student is a senior in high school to start planning. Enroll today. To enroll and learn more, please visit www.speakerauthormarlo.com.
Hello, welcome back. And so, in Celebrating College Readiness, I wanted to do a segment on each show for college readiness. Okay, so just tips to give you as in to prepare you for this next step in your life. I always tell students that this is one of the most expensive things that you're going to pay for in regards to college. You may pay for this by way of scholarships, by loans, by grants, or whatever, but it's going to take money to do so. So this is actually coming from chapter 1 of my book, and it is called What is Fit? Not the fit of being physically fit, but college ready fit. Okay, and so as it reads, when it came down to college fit, I didn't know anything about this topic. So finding your college fit is the first step in the process of constructing your plan for college. This is the foundation. Without this foundation, your plan will fall apart. Many people, when thinking about this concept, define it in different ways, but how I define it is FIT, Future Individual Timeline. Self-explanatory, right? So let's discuss this. If you're a future college student that must determine what task must be completed at your future alma mater or college university for you to be successful as an individual, does this individual line up with my timetable? Does this timetable that I've constructed have my interest at heart as well? So when thinking about your future institution, think about some of these questions. What is the cost of attendance? Can I afford to attend this institution for the next 2 to 4 years? What types of merit-based aid or endowed scholarships are offered to first-year students? What other scholarships are offered for students at this institution? Does this institution offer work study, or a student employment program? And I have a list of questions for you to look at as well to think about during this process. So remember, FIT, fit, Future Individual Timetable. Does this institution line up with my personal timetable? We'll be right back.
The Finkley Experience is an educational consulting firm that specializes in first-generation education. We assist parents and their students with the college process. We train school administrators, and we also partner with colleges and universities to assist with their first-generation population. To learn more about our consulting firm and to purchase our book and workbook, please visit our website at thefinkleyexperience.com.
Again, thank you so very much for joining us today. I'm telling you, when we have a good time, time just goes by so quickly. Thank you to our guest today, to Marlo Prioleau. And starting off our month of college readiness, again, please visit his site and also that awesome book that he has as well to prepare you for college. I ain't going to college, but he did go to college. All right. On the next Michael Finkley, we have Bethany Perkins and also Tim Whittem. Both work at awesome institutions that they will tell you about and awesome roles too in dealing with college admissions. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Have a good one.